All right, Bob, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I guess we're ready. Just want to welcome everyone. Good morning, and thank you for joining us to the Television Lead Program Updates webinar. My name is Daniel Dragon. I'm with Financial Guards Brokerage Group, and together with our partner Gordon Marketing, we've put together this great lead program. Some of you are already involved in this and have been successful already. We've introduced a lot of improvements in this program, and now one of the best things that we have introduced is the direct live call transfer from a client that's calling from our television commercial that goes directly to you without going through a call center first. So you are the first person the client hears. Bob, can you go to the next slide, please? Thank you. Some of the great improvements we have uh, for this television lead program are higher commissions. Like I said, the live call transfer. Um, we have added more carriers, and you will see the list of carriers. You can now earn leads faster than before. We have three tiers of carriers, and a tier one carrier, uh, you can earn one lead for free for each $250 of annualized premium. Different carriers have different um, premium per lead to earn television lead, but you'll see that later in this presentation. I want to remind you that you have a voice application or voice signature available. There is no need for electronic application or email or paper application or screen sharing if your client doesn't want that, or if, let's say, your client doesn't have a computer or an email. And in our market and final expense, a lot of those older folk don't use technology smarter than a microwave. Um, we have introduced the agent portal, which also will include a full CRM or customer relationship management system included in it. And you log yourself in when you're available to receive calls and log yourself out when you're not ready to get calls. I don't think the lead portal is visible on your screen, but I'll read it to you. Leadportal.financialguards.com, and we'll go back to this as we go through the presentation. Bob, you can take it from here if you want, and we can move forward
All
and
right.
go through the details.
All right. I appreciate it. I do see it on my screen, Daniel, so I'm not sure if they do, but it's leadportal.financialguards.com. And I know that there's a whole lot of other information in there as well, and not just the lead portal. So, let me say, first of all, my name's Bob Lockard, and I am National Marketing Director, and I'm the Manager of our Final Expense Division with Gordon Marketing. We've been in the business for 35 years. We value the relationship. We have a Daniel and Financial Guards as one of our business partners. We look forward to growing our business relationship. But we do ask that all your communications go through Daniel. That's our working relationship that we have that makes sure that everyone is communicated with properly. So the purpose of today is to go over our new system, and I'm going to go through and explain how that works as much as possible. And first, I'd like to always go through a couple things, our agenda. I want to review our contract relationship, the portfolio, lead sources, our new delivery system, the process, how that works. We are going to talk about PPL and what that means. So first, let's just review the contract relationship. Keep in mind, all of your contracts are direct with the carrier. So your working relationship is with Financial Guards, and we are an IMO, independent marketing organization that's been in business, like I said, for over 35 years. But your business, your contracts are direct with the carrier. That means you own your own business, you own your own renewals, you are vested with your very first application. Looking at our new portfolio of carriers, as we've added, those of you that's already been involved know that in the past we really only utilized 4 carriers. We did that during our testing to determine just how valuable the resources are, and the program was, and worked quite well. So we've now opened up to make it easier for you to work within multiple carriers to be able to earn lead credit. So you can see from the screen there are a number of carriers. Contact Daniel. He has that list he can get with you. And if you need another carrier, if you already have one, we can line that up and make it happen for you. Let's talk about the new resources that we use, our new system, and the leads that will become available to you. So first, our live call transfers from our TV commercials. As many of you that's already used the program know that in the past, we started off the first month, we did live transfers. We then took them in-house at our call center. We took all the calls and then relayed that information to you. We did that because we needed a system that better transferred those calls to you, and it took a while to formulate and to build that system, which we now have. We are returning to live call transfers to you, meaning you are the first person to touch base with that prospect calling in. Now, there are times you will still get a lead call from our call center, and the reason that would happen, and this is especially important, if you are on the call, or if you are on the phone that you've designated as your phone for TV commercials, if you are on a personal call, not a call that came in from the lead system, so keep that in mind, a personal call, and a call is routed to you, that call will jump past you, go to your voicemail, and over to our call center. At that time, that is still a charged call because it is still your lead, and you will get the lead. All calls that come through that way are stored on your portal. Once you get a chance to go into your portal, if you click on the lead button, you'll notice that all recorded calls are there for future reference. So it's very important while you're working, as much as possible, not to be on personal calls. So our phase 1 was to launch our new TV commercials through our new system. And with that, we developed and have a brand new commercial. The new commercial was devised to eliminate some of the traffic that we experienced in the past that we really didn't care for. That is, we've lowered the ages in the ad from age 50 to 85 to age 50 to 80, meaning we've dropped off 80 to 85. We did that so that it would give you a better opportunity for sale. That means lower premiums, more sales, less wasted leads. A lot of times we can insure people up to age 90, but it's not really what we want to promote. As you all know, doing so creates underwriting nightmares, and there's only a few carriers that do that, and it just makes it very, very difficult. So we lowered the ages from age 50 to 85 from age 50 to 80. We also lowered the face amount. If you recall, the old commercial used to advertise the face amount as up to $35,000. It's now dropped to $25,000. This eliminated people calling in from the phone immediately asking for $35,000 worth of coverage, which obviously presented a premium nightmare to try to deal with on the call. So these have been very positive changes. And then keep in mind, you do earn free leads with PPL. That's premium per lead. So your production. So lead costs are either $35 each. There was an increase in the lead cost on our end from our ad agency that we purchased those for. The changes obviously slowed their traffic down on their end, meaning they didn't get as many leads to sell to cover their cost. Therefore, that cost was passed on to us, but it's well worth the additional cost because the quality of the lead that we're getting now is much, much better. So again, leads are free. We'll talk about that later. You don't have to buy leads. I suggest that people getting started consider it, but you don't have to. If you're already appointed with the carriers that we have in our system, and Daniel has designated you as a final expense lead participant, then you earn leads based upon your production. But if you want to get things started off with a jump, you want to buy some leads, or you want extra leads, You can do that, and you can do that yourself on the portal once you get set up. Once you get set up in the portal, you can just simply click on the button that says Add Funds and choose the funds to add into your portal. So with that, I'm going to play the new commercial, and I hope you can hear well. Sometimes it's not the best.
It's not easy talking about your final expenses, but you don't want to leave that financial burden to your family. If you're 80 years or younger, protect your family now with the senior plan from Angel Care. The average funeral costs $7,000, plus any medical expenses could leave your family with a lot of costly bills. For as little as $1 a day, you can get a senior plan from Angel Care Network to help pay for funeral and other final expenses. Guaranteed policies cover you up to $25,000 with no medical exam, even with a pre-existing condition. Your rates will never increase, your benefits will never decrease, and your policy cannot be canceled. You can get approved and covered with one phone call, and you'll get a free prescription drug card as a gift just for calling in. Call 800-555-1212. That's 800-555-1212.
I hope you caught one of the subliminal messages there that you can get approved with one phone call. That was just a message that was added to that makes it easier for completing the sell over the phone.
And I think you can see, though, from the commercial that it changed drastically. New spokesperson, new amounts, new face amounts, and the premium amount. So it has improved the commercial tremendously. Once that commercial plays in the system, and the prospect calls the number on the screen that you see right now, that call is then live transferred, connected to you. Now, in order for that call to come to you, a couple things have to take place. One, you have to be logged on to the portal to active. If you're not logged onto the portal active, then you won't receive calls. If you are logged onto the portal active, and if there's funds in your account, the calls will be directed to your phone. If you're on a personal call, then that call, unfortunately, is going to go to your voicemail, and you may miss the call. You can still call back. Every phone call is recorded. Every phone number is stored on your portal. Simply call them back, explain that you was on the line with another caller, and follow up with that call. One of our agents yesterday took 3 calls they missed, so 2 out of the 3. So it still works. It's still a great system. And it will still benefit you tremendously to be able to do so. Our additional lead source, so phase 2, will be live transfer phone leads, and these are leads that we are developing right now that you'll be able to use in both the Medicare market and in the life market. And it is just what it says. They are live transferred phone leads that if you choose to purchase those leads are $8 each. You will be able to earn them as well with production credit. So that's phase 2 of our next source that will be delivered through the portal again. All you will need to do is manage your portal. You really need to do nothing except log on, log off. We take care of the rest. The calls will be directed through your portal, stored in your portal, and you can track all of your production, your credits, and your clients right on the portal. Phase 3, both of these 2 phases we hope to implement within the next 60 days. It could go up to 90 based upon IT work, but will be direct mail leads. The direct mail leads are exclusive. They're yours. They've never been sold to anybody. They are just what they say, final expense mail leads. You can also get, if you work in the senior market and want Medicare, you can get those as well. And we will have what's called aged leads available. Now, let me clarify aged leads because there's a lot of companies out there that sell these, and we all know that they're junk. I have access to leads through one of the lead generators. That is the company that does the leads, and many of these companies mail out more leads than agents are willing to purchase. Therefore, I'm able to purchase leads that are 30 to 6 months old, 30 days to 6 months old, that have never been sold to an agent, so no one's ever purchased them. So if an agent likes to work those, we have a group of agents here in Indiana that tested them last week. One agent took 15 of the leads, went out the first day, sold 3 products. They're only $2 each, so it's a very inexpensive means to do so. Hold on just a moment, please. I need to close my door. Sorry about that. People stand out in the hallway talking, and I have to go again, this will be our phase 3 of our project, whereby we're going to be able to provide you with additional resources, making it possible for you to earn additional business. As you can see, the direct mail leads, we have a very, very, very discounted price. We do not try to earn money or make money on leads. We're not in the lead business. That is, in other words, our business isn't to sell leads and try to make money on leads. Our business is to make money selling insurance just like yours. If you were to go out and try to purchase those direct mail leads, the average cost today of a direct mail lead drop for final expense is anywhere from $535 to $585. We'll be able to get those for you at $380, but you'll also be able to earn them again based upon production and not have to pay for them at all. All of these lead sources will be delivered through the new CRM that we've made available for you. So let's look at phase 1, the delivery system. It is a lead management system. Right now, we are delivering the TV leads only. The phone leads, the direct mail leads will come within the next 60 to 90 days. They're real-time live transfers to your phone. Again, these are real-time live transfers. When the client phones or the prospect phones the number that's on the television screen, the way the system works is the call comes into the system and looks for an active agent. If you're on the call, if you're on the phone, it's going to jump past you and go to the next agent in line. If your system's logged out and it's not active, it's going to jump to the next agent in line. So it behooves you to get on, be active. I've got a lot of agents that decided that they want to have a separate phone number available so it doesn't tie up their phone. If you already have 2 phone numbers, that's fine. You need to be sure and get a phone number to us that you want designated for leads only. Also, I recommend making sure your voicemail does not answer till after the 7th ring. Keep that in mind. The later, the better. If you can adjust it to 8 to 10 rings, that's even better. If your voicemail is answering too quickly, your voicemail will answer before you get an opportunity to answer the call. When the calls come in, now every caller that dials the phone number, as soon as it is going through, they are notified that the call is being recorded. There's no need for you to repeat that and tell them up front unless you feel more confident to do so. So they're already being told it's recorded for your sake. That call is being recorded and kept live on your system, on your end, perpetually. So it is being recorded from the moment you pick up the call until you end the call, including the voicemail, or the voice signature. So when you connect with the carrier to complete the application, that entire process is recorded and kept online. So the portal we do have, I'm going to try my best right now to give you a little look of what the portal looks like. Once you are logged on, as you can see, this is a replica. Now, obviously, everything on this screen you will not see because this is my dashboard, but I will bring up an agent list, and I'm just going to bring up somebody here on the list that I can use very quickly, and that is Daniel Dragon. So if I were to bring Daniel's name up on the list, as you can see right now, when you log on to the lead portal through FinancialGuards, this is what you will see. And you can see on the list that it shows active. So if you were active, that means you're able to receive calls. You have to have a balance in your account. Obviously, today we're just rolling out the system to FinancialGuards, so you don't have a balance in your account unless we've already received an update from Daniel to update your account. So if you log on and see this warning notice that says you can't receive any leads because there were some problems found, what that means is you need funds. More than likely your account has not been activated. So there's a real simple procedure. You can click the Add Funds button, then click Authorize.net, and you can add the funds yourself. So again, that's the demo. I'm not going to go through it a lot. Daniel has it on his site, and if you just click on the link button, you'll be able to go through there, check out the portal, and learn how to use it. You can't break it, so just go ahead and check it out. So There is a monthly fee of $19.95 a month. You have to get set up first. So the first thing is to send in your request to get set up with the portal. The portal is quite expensive. We are paying the majority of the cost for the portal. We have to pay a monthly fee for it. It's your CRM to make your life easier. And we waive that for agents with production over $4,000 a month. So again, you only have to do $4,000 in premium. If with one of the carriers, if you do, there'll be no charge for the LMS. It is your responsibility to provide proof of production to Daniel so that Daniel can let us know that you have produced $4,000 in annualized premium. So that's not $4,000 monthly. That's annualized monthly. So in other words, if you were to take $250 combined total monthly premium, that would be roughly $4,000 of premium. So it doesn't take a whole lot. 3, 4, 5 policies a month will waive the fee. And then we will waive the fee for you. But the first thing you need to do is get set up. So there is a $19.95 charge to get set up. That fee goes to pay for your portal access. Contact Daniel. He'll let you know how you go about doing that. I know some of you have already contacted us, and if I was able to do so, I have updated your account, but most have not been, so you need to contact Daniel to take care of that. So there is new PPO amounts, as Daniel mentioned on the slide. You earn your leads based upon PPO, which is called premium per lead. And the PPO does vary by carrier. Americo is our number one core product, and that's $250 of premium per lead. Now so again, that is an annualized amount. So if you had a $20 premium, which is roughly $240, we do round up. So $22 a month earns you a lead. The guaranteed issue plans has a higher PPO. We had decided at one point to stop granting leads for guaranteed issue plans for obvious reasons. The persistence is bad. There are no renewals, just a host of reasons, but we do still want the guaranteed issue. I know you still want it, you still need it, but we did raise the PPO a little bit to help cover that because there's a huge cost on our end for providing leads to guaranteed issue plans. There is the entire list. As you can see, Americo Eagle provides the highest, easiest way to earn leads. And then you can see the other carriers through the list. Contact Daniel if you're already with one of these carriers, you want set up with the program, or if you need new carriers to get set up with the program. I highly recommend getting with the core carriers, and those core carriers are simply because they allow you to do a voice signature, and their underwriting is a breeze compared to some of the other carriers. You do need to maintain a 70% non-guaranteed issue placement rate to remain on the program. I hope you don't take offense, but we aren't looking for simply guaranteed issue business. I had a couple agents, none of them with FinancialGuards, that were placing several applications, but we were only getting their guaranteed issue business, which was obvious. I'm sure they were writing other business, but they were placing it somewhere else and not with us. We can't afford to do that, and Daniel can't afford to do that either. So we do ask that we maintain a 70% non-guaranteed issue rate, meaning 7 out of 10 year products, on average, 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 need to be non-guaranteed issues. How do you get started? It's simple. You need to set up your portal, ask for login, receive your username and password, and when you're ready, you receive leads, just click the active button as I showed you a while ago. So the first thing you need to do is ask Daniel, what do I need to do to get set up with my portal? He'll get the information to you. So it's real simple. You want to go to agents.financialguards.com and stop shop again, and then the lead portal is at the bottom, leadportal.financialguards.com. There's a whole lot of information located on Daniel's site. That is the rollout of the new system, and at this time, Daniel, I think we're going to open up for questions. Is that correct?
Yes, there is a chat button on the side, on the right-hand side. You can click and type your question there. I'm going to try to also...
I do have the slide up there phone number to call you for questions and for your LEMRA and such. So.
Right. I'm gonna try to open the line. Okay, I have a chat question. On CRM, how do you populate the lead info? There is no edit button.
You don't need to populate the lead info. The lead info is automatically imported into your system. So the system imports the call, places it into your system. At this time, I said we're opening up in different phases to make it easier for agents. That'll be one of the next phases to make it so that you can import your own leads. Right now, the leads are automatically imported for you and entered into your system.
You do have an option to type in notes depending on what kind of activity you had with that lead.
Yes. Let me, oops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to switch off there. Let me, while you're doing that, I'll bring up a page here, Daniel, that I can show. So let me go to a lead. If you got another question while I'm doing this, I will.
Yeah, Joe is asking, it's a follow-up to the first question. He's noticing that only the phone number is inputted. We'll go through this, Joe, one-on-one, and then if anybody has additional questions on how the CRM works, we will do a one-on-one session on as soon as.
And I can answer that. When an inbound call comes from, first of all, when an inbound call comes to you, remember this, that the actual number of the client shows up on your phone. We do pull caller ID identity on the calls. If the caller ID is available, then all of that is import into your system. However, there are some people that block that info on their end, which makes it difficult for it to import into your system. So, hope that makes sense. At this time, I'm going to click on a lead. So, I'm going to slide my screen over again, Daniel. Let me know when you can see the screen.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. Get rid of this mental. So, here is one of our agents, and as you can see, there are 4 leads that came into his system yesterday. You can see on the right-hand side, these calls have been recorded. One call was 7 minutes and 88 seconds. One was 12:47. I know this agent, he sold both of those leads. So if he elected to do so, which he will sometime today, you can choose to click on if you click on this button, you'll see that it comes up in here. In here, you can enter status. So if you wanted to click on this, you can put down that you closed the sale. You can enter the revenue of the sale. The phone numbers and such are there. Again, you can click this button to add notes. So you can put down in there the notes on that. You can add additional notes. You can add ongoing notes. You will be able to update the contact information very soon. But again, if the information was available on the inbound call, then it will be imported into that system. All of your calls are, again, recorded here and kept there for your convenience. As well, you can click on the calendar button. If you click on the calendar button, you can go forward and schedule a call, a follow-up call with that client as such on that call. So there is a lot available on the system that we're going to roll out in segments, again, making it easier. If it becomes too difficult if you launch every aspect of a system, typically it ties up a lot of time with phone calls, with back and forth in the learning process. So over the next several weeks, we will open up and launch different aspects of the CRM for you to make your job easy. So, hope that answers the question. Any more questions, Danny?
Okay, Willie asked, he received about 8 calls yesterday, no one was on the line. We have to check what that was about, Willie. I'll talk to you after the webinar.
I can answer that, Daniel.
All right.
First of all, if you answered the call yesterday and no one was on the line, Over the last couple of weeks, we've been redeveloping the system. We made some adjustments last night. So if you look on your system and if your lead credit or your money doesn't go down, you weren't charged for the call if it doesn't ask the route amount. If you think it did happen, you just need to let me know. But it was the call routing system for the state of Florida, which has been updated last night. It has nothing to do with your phone number or anything. It's just a phone system procedure. So we had to make some adjustments yesterday, allowing for a longer time delay in the system for calls coming out of certain states that use different systems. It's just kind of technical, so I'm not going to go into all that. But if you are getting calls and when you get on the call, when you answer, if no one's there, you need to let Daniel know immediately to notify us so we can check the systems in your area to be sure that it has been adjusted to allow for a longer delay time. And not to get too technical, but what that means is some call services have a delay time. And I'm sure you've had this happen. If you've ever called somebody and you think the phone rings 2 or 3 times, and they tell you, well, no, it only rang 1 time. That's because of the call services in your area, which means we have to make an adjustment manually for that on our end to make sure that delay is accounted for. So not an uncommon statement that we hear. Again, if that comes out on your end, simply let Daniel know so he can notify us. And all we will do is go in and make a manual change to your system.
Okay, so I'll communicate with you, Willie, after the webinar to see what happened to those 8 calls. Jeff is asking about the E&O. Yes, we do have a discounted E&O, and it costs about $100 a year. You have to have E&O to be part of this program. So if you have your own E&O, you can use it. Don't need to get ours as well. If you don't have E&O, then we will set you up on our group discounted E&O. And Bob, do you know the E&O company that covers our E&O?
Oh, Daniel, I should know that. And I can't remember the name.
We'll get it to you. It's on the form that we send out. I think it's Continental something. And these are. Wait, I have a couple more questions. Okay, Rod is asking, how do I request or update the list of states I want calls from? First of all, you can email me or I'll send you a form if you want to fill out with the states you're interested in, and also the phone number that you want to have included into the portal. I'll send that over to everybody that attended today. Because we did not require registration for today's webinar, I will not show everybody's email, so you will need to send me an email requesting this information. You can email me at daniel@financialguards.com. Again, daniel@financialguards.com. And that's the reason is I did not request signing up for this webinar by email, so I won't have that information available to me when I'll have to send the information to you. Okay, Continental Casualty. Okay, that's it.
All right.
Okay.
Listen, Daniel, I always appreciate working with FinancialGuards and your agents. I look forward to continuing to work with you to build through things. I do want to say to everyone on the call, the reason we're rolling things out in stages is I am not blind to this. There will be issues. If you have them, just be patient. Contact Daniel. Daniel will let me know, and we will make it right on our end to fix the issues that come up from time to time. Things are working well right now. They're much better than they were last week. But this is why we've held off on launching things throughout all the agents. So I know some of you have heard it launched, wonder why you weren't included, and that's because we wanted to minimize as much as possible mistakes that might come about with you. So with that, I appreciate the time together, Daniel, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you everyone for attending today. And we will, I'll follow up with you, and please email me with any questions. Again, Daniel@FinancialGuards.com. Thank you, and everybody have a great day.